first time I learned about you was actually when you and Franco were out
Hmm.
on the Capitol steps there and
Yeah.
shouting down AOC and Cori Bush, you know, and I was like, who is this cat? I like him. More, please. This is and
And more is since. Well, I think it took a while, but I think more people are starting to call out not just the squad, but just politicians now more so, like Lucy, our sister and colleague in INN, she was a part of a group, I believe, over the weekend that called out Biden, so I think back then it was just kind of like, I did that mostly to support Franco because could hear him, from the steps. He was like on the ground by the steps, like right next to the squad, so I can hear him from there, and like, and I was just within the crowd. I was just kind of like, because like in my, civilian life, I'm very shy, so it's not, and I don't necessarily like being the center of attention, but, considering what Franco was doing, and he was the only one there because everyone else was just kind of bought into what AOC was saying, and I was just kind of like, fuck this. So I was just like, yelling, I think, while I was yelling, like, what about the 10%? That kind of went
I know
somewhat
that line's
viral for
famous
me.
now. What about the
Yeah.
10%?
Yeah. So, well, I think viral, not like huge, like to what Jose Vega did, what when him yelling at AOC, but like, I mean, significant enough that I believe David Sirota blocked me. I think in part mostly because of that, So,
I got blocked by him too,
but
but I think it was more guilt by association. So, which is fine. I'll take that too. I like a
I'll
good
take
block
that
from
too.
those assholes. So,
But it was funny, like, because I only like tweeted at him like maybe at least a handful of times. Like like David Searle is not necessarily a person that is on my radar that much,
right.
So, but then like shortly after that, I found that I was blocked, and I was like, why he blocked me? And then talking to Indie about it, he's like, he probably blocked you due to what happened on the steps. So, so that's our guess, but but mostly it was just the idea of supporting a comrade, um, who was trying to speak truth to power, and the crowd there was essentially sheep. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's just me trying to break through that a little bit. And funny enough, like I did talk to a few people afterward who actually thanked me for that, like because they were scared to do it. So themselves. So, so I think just the idea of kind of what we're seeing now is politicians being more called out more, like I feel like the more it happens, the more that people will get empowered to do it and speak truth to power in that way. So, so yeah, if you come across a politician on your travels, like, you have the right to, call them out and keep them accountable for things that they're supposed to do. So, for you, because we elected them in there, and you have the right to speak up and speak out regarding the issues and what they mean to you and how your politicians may or may not be up on their half of the bargain, so call them out. And I'm glad we're beginning to see more of that now,